I 100% agree with you, and this brings me back to the point just now about being authentic to yourself, right?
Yep.
Another Flutter creator can do that, and that's great, right? He could be he could be a woman who is like maybe 50 years old or whatever. She has her own story to tell, and she has her own kind of niche, right? And for you, it's okay. You're a 30-year-old gay Singaporean guy, for example, right? It's like you have a story to tell, and you were from a coding bootcamp, whatever. You have your own unique story to tell, and that's why if someone who, for me, same thing. Simple principle is, I want to be the mentor that Derek Yee could have had when he was 24 years old and he was completely lost and depressed in life back then, right? I didn't have a role model like that, and I wish I knew I know for sure 100% there are so many more people out there who are living unfulfilled lives, don't know what they're doing, struggling in their own ways. If they could relate to me, I want to maybe just impact one life. That would mean a lot to me.
Then maybe a question: would you continue creating content if you were to have maybe 7 views?
That's the thing. The one thing that I respect Haris a lot, alright, because all this while I haven't been very interested in creating content. I create content for the sake of just spreading a message, creating educational content for the students or marketing content for my marketing team, right? For now, it's like I want to do it for myself. So when I started doing that, I started researching people. I was going to like Alex Hormozi or Stephen Graham, Mr. Beast. I was just looking at these people and understanding like, what are they trying to do differently, their thumbnails, their story, their description, their niche, their target audience. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I remember my friend Haris is a content creator as well. Let me stalk him a little bit, right? So I went to his profile, this guy's profile, and I was like, shit, this guy's videos. I sorted most popular, right? Okay, great, got a few 100 plus thousand views. Then I scrolled down a bit more, it's like, what, 7 views, 14 views, 29 views. I was like, wow. I respect that.
So back to your question.
Sorry, your question.
Yeah, back to your question. Will you continue creating content if the views are quite low? Like 7, 6,
I would say
100.
I would say there is a due date for me. I don't know if this is the right mindset.
I mean,
there is a due date for me. If you say 1 week, sure lah, right? 1 month, sure, no worries. So I do 1 video per week or per day, and then 1 month still like that. Okay, sure lah. But I think on my 100th video, if it's still like 29, 27, clearly something is very wrong somewhere. I need to go back to the drawing board. Either my message doesn't resonate, or they don't like me, or something is off somewhere. But I know I'm gonna go back to the fundamental principle. Is there someone who wants a better life for themselves? Yes. Is there another version of Derek Yee back then, right? Who is like going through the similar life as me? I'm not that special. I'm a normal guy growing up in a Malaysian, maybe slightly upper middle class Malaysian household. Went to university, went to a normal high school, right? I'm not that special. So I'm sure there are many people out there who are like me, and I want to maybe affect them, right?
Right. So does views affect on how many you would or how long you can continue this creating content? Like from your
answer,
answer,
if it's 100 years, you tell me for the rest of my life, right? It's like someone wave a when and you say, Derek, if you continue doing this for the next 100 years and all you're gonna get is 27 views forever, then no, I'm not gonna do it.
So there is a certain number that you want to hit in terms of
and views isn't a defining metric, right? If I have 27 views and all 27 say, Derek, I love you so much, you transform my life, yes, I'll do it, right? But if all 27 views watch and don't do shit, don't like, they don't comment, it's like they just view 2 seconds of it. No. So of course, views is just one very soft metric. I want to see like different metrics. But let me frame it, summarize, right? If I can affect those 7 guys, transform their lives, yes, I'll do it. If my 1 10-minute video can transform 7 lives, I'll do it, right? Yes, I'll do it.
Right.
So it's all a factor of how many lives can I impact. I don't care if it's 1,000 views, 100 views. If you get 1 million views and no one really cares about me, and I can't impact their lives, I wouldn't want it also. My opinion. What do you think? I mean, I want your honest opinion.
I think for me it's...
Or your own viewpoint.
I think for me it's, in honesty, like views is a good metric to think about, people to impact. For me, it's always fundamentally, right, like what do I like to do? Because if you like to do certain things, you tend to do it a lot more. And if you like it a lot, you actually find out what you can improve on to the point that you actually improve. So fundamentally, like, I do genuinely like creating content because like, I like to see myself cracking stupid jokes, all of that. In terms of impacting people, I think they will come.
Okay, because you're going in circles now. If I could wave a wand and say, Haris, by the time you're 80 years old, you're deathbed, all your videos that you do every single day will only have 27 videos on average.
I'm happy.
27 views on average.
Because like, fundamentally, I go to this philosophy that I follow. If I die tomorrow, am I happy today? if I create a content that I like to do for myself, it's honestly for myself personally.
Okay, so I guess our goals are a bit different. For
Yes,
me,
yes.
my goals are a bit outward. I want to make
Yeah.
impact.
Yes.
I want to get my message to be heard. I want I want to guide someone who was like in my path 3 years ago. Right? For you, it's like, oh, I want to do it because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it's
generally, number one priority is I need to generally like it. Then number two is that it's
So what do you like about it?
the creativity part of it. Yeah. So
What do you like about that?
like essentially I can just create something. So generally, like for me, I first have to like what I do. Otherwise, I mean, it depends on your goal, right? So for me, it's like generally what I like to do is creating content. What kind of content is something that I can play around? For example, like I like educational content, meaning like I teach something, maybe how to get a software developer job, how, and then also storytelling, meaning like I want to share my story as well. So primarily, I like creating, right? Content or just creating.
So
And
if
then,
you say like education, that means there has to be an audience, right?
yeah, of course.
So if like no one really cares,
I mean, if no one really
no
cares,
impact made.
I mean,
Because what you're telling me just now was that I like the creation process, blah blah blah. But now you're saying that, oh, I want to teach.
yeah. So the base is I must like what I do. Second is that what type of, because content is very vague. I can create funny content or shorts or educational or what do you call this or whatever storytelling, right? So for me, fundamentally, I like to create content videos, right? Second is like what type of content I like to create. So if I don't like creating content, I wouldn't do it anymore already, to be honest. Yeah. No matter what the metric is, I wouldn't do. Yeah. So it's like on top.
Okay, so you're saying you like creating content. It just so happens to be education now.
Yeah, something
basically,
like that.
right?
Education or sharing my story, right? So for me, it's just like,
So if no one cares about your teaching, no one cares about your story, you're fine.
fundamentally okay.
Because you like creating content.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
I mean, for education, definitely for the business side of things, but for storytelling, honestly, I don't care of how many views I get. It's like, I got a video out. Hopefully, some people will watch it. But like,
So
generally,
can I relate this back to the memory hoarding side of things? So for me,
In
if I do it
essence,
right, if all fails, no one watches, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? Great memories.
Yeah.
I would watch this back
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
That's for me.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy the creation process, but I enjoy the memories I have. From it.
yes.